They're all dead. They're all dead. This is just like that movie. Night of the Living Dead.
Calm down, calm down. Don't believe what you see in the movies.
No, calm down. But, calm down.
What do you say? But didn't you see it?
Didn't you see it? They all died. They all died. Nobody lives.
That's when you say
Okay.
you can't believe
No,
it.
that's like calm. No, that's when you can't believe you saw in the movies. But there's zombies out on the porch. Right.
Exactly. And
How'd you come up with this idea for this zombie flick?
but somebody else came up with it for us.
Someone else came up with it?
Yeah, we had a contest, and there were different categories of these horror shorts, and our category was zombies. So I came up with a parody on Night of the Living Dead, which is kind of, it's not really a parody. It's turned out to be something a little more special than that.
All right. Okay. So you drag him. You know, whatever. You know, she's knocking on the door. You come over here, open the door. You know.
Should I like shut? Do you want to do it?
No, sure. You're gonna shut the door.
Matter of fact, it would be cool when you come in, let him have the door, leave it open, and you say, "Shut the door!" You know, hey man, shut the door. Seems like shut the door.
Well, the thing that I wrote in the scene we're going to shoot later today is that we got at the house. We're basically at a gas station, and a bunch of zombies came out and attacked us. You know, we had to run, so that way, you know, like there's a gas station by the house pretty close to it, and that's how most of the people got there, because they had to run from the zombies to begin with. So, kind of explain that, because I know a lot of people question that, like, why are all these people all of a sudden at the house, you know, so kind of explain that.
How did you come to actually be one of the actors in the film, or were you originally?
Oh, really want to know the truth? The truth?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I was just going to do the makeup, and the lead guy got too stoned. That's the truth. He got way too stoned. He says, "I am fried. I can't do this." So they asked me, "Want to do it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll try it." I never acted before. I just gave it a shot, and I hate to tell the truth. I didn't want to tell the truth, but you asked for the truth, and that's what happened. I kept it together, and I did my job, and I did the best I could, I guess, you know.
Well, you did a pretty damn good job.
Well, I had fun. Man.
Yeah, serial killer.
You know.
So, how did you approach the being the serial killer of the film?
I pretty much just followed the script, and I guess I got a little certain thing in me. I guess it seems like all the films I've been doing lately, I've been a murderer, someone evil, evil spirit. Ron just happens to put me there, and I don't know. I'm doing makeup. He has a little part of me, and all of a sudden it turns into something else, and it's just the way it works out, I guess.
The real reason Chilian got the part was when we're just ad-libbing a few scenes, you know, trying to figure out what we were going to do. And the way that he was reading was just hilarious, you know, and then we're like, you know, we really got to play more with that, you know, and with the character.
Take that, give that look around one more time, won't it?
And what was your shooting schedule like?
One day, originally. Of course, it's evolved into more than a one-day shoot. And we did real well in the contest. We almost won. And if it hadn't been so gory, we would have. Thought that's what they wanted was gore, so took some of my gore talents and put them to work, and of course they came to life in Night of the Hungry Dead.
Can you elaborate on what type of special effects you did?
Well, the blood is mostly chocolate syrup because chocolate syrup really looks good in black and white. We shot in black and white for old school look, you know, that look like Night of the Living Dead had. And we used a lot of blood, and then I did a lot of the zombie makeup myself, you know, stuff I learned to do in California. And it was really cool. It came out very nice.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the makeup aspect of this film.
Well, being black and white, it was pretty much basically a lot of shadow, a lot of highlights and stuff like that, bringing out faces and bringing out some of the creature's look. A little bit of prosthetic here and there, a lot of mask work, a lot of blending. Pretty much, depending on the lighting and the shot, I guess, is what we worked with pretty much. But the makeup was fun. It was a fun thing to do. We had a good time. It was all a little different here and there. It was a lot of different scenes and a lot of stuff at nighttime, and it was pretty cool. We had a good time. We had a great time doing it.
This scene's going to start with you dragging his ass and hiding him somewhere, you know. So you're dragging him out of here. There's a knock at the door. You're gonna put him over here and cover him up.
Okay.
Okay. And then do the door stuff.
Right, there's a black cloth right back there in the back.
So basically, everybody just kind of stand
That's
over
back
this area.
bedroom, right by
Come in
the
and
closet
we're
door.
in.
So grab it for me. We're gonna, matter of fact, drag him straight over to the coat rack. Kind of lean him on the wall, and take the coat off of him and cover him up, and his little feet are still sticking out. And you're like, no, I know what it is. She hears a knock on the door, and that's why you got to get him out of the way. I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, and he's trying to get, he covers him with a coat, and his feet are sticking out. He's like, damn. And there's a thing pile of folded up next to him with a big black cloth covering all of it. Move his feet in and stuff.
Okay, just.
And she's like, bam, 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 and you're being frantic on the door, and you're like, I'm coming, and there, you know, he's trying to hide him. So what we'll do is we'll show you fall on the floor. We'll just start from there. And then we'll show him, and when you fall, kind of fall like this, so he can reach down and grab your hands.
You haven't gotten him down yet.
No, we'll get it for you, ladies. We'll get her nothing off. And what we'll do is show you falling. As soon as he hits, have Shelly, bam, 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 bam. Well, just somebody over here just beat on the door. And Dave goes like this, up, hold on a second, and then reach down and grab him and start dragging him over there. Okay?
Where's the radio?
Co-writing the film, how did that come about?
Well, it was fairly difficult because it's like we got here at about probably 8 o'clock at night, and you know we just started writing it. Me and I started writing it with Ron and Dan at first, and then when Mike Friedman got here, then we started writing some of the other scenes. It wasn't like a lot of the writing for the first time we shot. Probably about like 8 pages in all, and then I wrote some other pages later that when we did the reshoots for the director's cut, you know, I wrote all that stuff. Like Ron kind of helped me along the direction that he wanted it to go, you know.
It fleshed out the story a lot more? Or
Yeah.
did you add in a lot of, what type of stuff did you add in?
Well, for the it's basically more stuff with the first time we just kind of ad-libbed some stuff. The first time we shot some more stuff with David Chilian's character, who's like the killer inside of the house, and basically after like everybody's dead except for me and him and Shelly, but you don't see her again until the very end of it, you know. Just us fighting a few more zombies, you know, and kind of like my character kind of trying to question him about, you know, why are there zombies inside of the house as well as outside, and why are there all kinds of zombies around his house. Kind of like it's kind of a funny thing that all the zombies around the house are for the most part, the people that he killed, you know. So, you know, that's why most of them are there, and that's why they're not in suits, you know, which has helped a lot with, you know, explanation of why are these zombies not in suits. Because if the real zombie was killed, I mean, not killed, but if the real zombie came to life in a graveyard, he'd have a suit on, you know. It would have been a pain in the ass to get a lot of suits, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we played more on that with, you know, those two characters, you know, and then, you know, some more action with the zombies and stuff like that. Turned out pretty funny, you know.
Dang, what y'all do to her hair?
Straight back.
Bryn, what's up with your hair?
I have to look like I've been running around and freaking out.
You do look
Plus,
good.
during these scenes, this is my nervous habit. I'm just gonna.
You want to finish this?
Good.
You want me to flash you? You're gonna look dead?
Oh yeah. And put a little black, just a little dark under his eyes, because he hasn't been dead long, so we don't want him to look too dead. And we'll shoot this so Shelly and Danielle can leave.
Hey, what did Dave do when that zombie thing happened just now?
So I got perseverance by being the one who could stay lit.
Oh, he wasn't there at all. He wasn't even in the scene.
He was started on the door, though. We were on the door.
Having no life paid off.
Yeah, but I was framed up in the air.
Any interesting stories to tell about the whole night that we actually shot this film?
It was a late night, and everybody was tired when they left, but then we had a lot of work done, and it was really fun. Brent Brooks was hilarious the whole night. How could someone that tired be that funny all the way to the end? And he was just really good. And Dave Watkins too. And it was just everybody just held together and gelled, and we did some serious good work that night. And, the best story, I guess, would be when the zombies were outside, and I enjoyed shooting that, where they killed the two guys that ran outside of the truck. That was a lot of fun for me.
You don't open the door.
And action. No!
Go! I gotta be in front of him, man. We gotta do it again.
Yeah, when I pick it up, you gotta run in front of me.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You went out the door.
Yeah. Didn't I go out the door first anyway?
I go out first. I go out first.
And action. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Cool. You got that.
Great job, gentlemen.
Hey guys, I want to get some shot of you looking out the window. Dave looking out the window. Y'all looking out the window.
Put a girl in that small.
And action. No! Okay.
Get a girl in there too.
And
Go.
action. No! You're eating him alive out there. I told you we should work. Cool. That's good. Okay, Taylor, I need you real quick.
Got a little crazy. We were out here middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes doing some stuff. We had neighbors yelling at us and screaming at us, and we had some neighbors come down and see what the commotion was down here a few times. And I guess doing one of our films, the cops came down and almost arrested one of the actors because he had a gun, and we were on federal land, I guess, and they had a bunch of cops with guns on us, and got a little hectic, but that's part of the deal, I guess. Part of the packages. You never know what's going to happen. Never know what's going to happen.
Especially in making independent films, huh?
Exactly, because we don't get a lot of permits and stuff. We just go where we can and work what we have to. We don't have the money to go do this and travel here and travel there. We use what we have, pretty much. So that's about it, I guess.
Dad. This is just like that movie, Night of the Living Dead.
Calm down. Calm down. Just relax.
But it's just. What is it? You can do it, man. You can do it.
Man,
Stop.
you can start from
Come on. Haven't
Pump
you
it up,
seen
baby.
it?
I'm
I'm
just
just
saying, calm down. Haven't you seen
But
them?
haven't you seen it?
Come on,
They'll
Dad.
all die.
Everyone
Don't
dies.
believe what you
Yeah,
see in the
everybody
movies.
dies.
Okay, one
Don't
more
believe
time.
what you see in the movies.
Come on,
Just
here we
don't start
go.
from the beginning. Don't start from the beginning. Start from calm down.
As far as acting, well, that was why I first came out, was just to act in it, you know. And then, like, of course, you know, I do a lot of writing for other shows and stuff like that we work on, you know, a lot of independent stuff. So, like, I got here, there was no script, so I'm like, we need a script, so might as well write one, you know. To help, you know, instead of just ad-libbing it, which, you know, there's a lot of ad-libbing, you know, and it works sometimes it gets kind of out of hand. So.
Well, I think it fit for the type of story
Yeah.
you're telling, anyways.
Yeah. Well, for the, you know, I think that helped a lot too. Having the story of the killer for the first scene. Otherwise, it would just be a bunch of zombies running around killing people. You know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of a funny thing to do. It's kind of like a twist between Arsenic and Old Lace, and Night of the Hungry Dead, or Night of the Living Dead. You know.
You don't have to hit the floor. Just do like this. Go. And I'm gonna close up on you here.
Go ahead and get out of the shot there, Mike.
Yeah, just in case. I'm actually gonna get to you. And be careful that end to come off.
Oh
That'd be
no!
nice.
Brent, that's gonna go right through your forehead. You might want to move.
Hey, come sit right here.
Okay, ready and stand by. Jump, Brent. Yeah. Action. No. You're looking down at him. Like a bam. And action. Good. Cut.
See, you would have hit him that last time.
Wow, man.
Yeah. What you do is leave Brent's parts out and just.
I know they're all supposed to be brand.
Oh, it's Brent. I got you. Oh, I got you. Oh, I can't. Okay, now I see.
Yeah.
This is a story that I'm, you know, one day.
Scripts and stuff.
See, I figured we'd do it like over here. Like 2 shots.
Was that? I'll go have a deer head behind and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be badass. All right, doesn't work.
Mom.
Let me change shirts and I'll be ready. I've got to be made up to be a zombie.
You gonna be a zombie too?
Yeah.
I just did some.
Hey, being a zombie's fun.
It is.
Interview. I can do one. I can do.
What else did you do on the film? You edited films as well.
I edited it
Now,
and did the music.
yeah, you did the music, edited, did special effects. Can you tell us why you chose to do all of these, you know, tasks for yourself?
Well, it's a communication thing. You eliminate that factor where you have to communicate with a makeup guy, and you have to communicate with the editor, and you have to communicate with the person scoring the soundtrack. I figure if I do it all myself, there's no communication breakdown there. I've got everything, you know, right here, and I'm able to do it myself. I know what I want, so I can slam it together without any kind of, you know, bad things happening.
Did it make the whole process a lot easier or more difficult? To choose
Oh,
your
easier,
path?
easier, much easier because, like I said, you know, there's nothing to get in your way. There's having to go back and do something else because somebody didn't understand what you wanted. You know, I understand exactly what I want, so boom, I did it myself. But it wasn't all by myself. I had a lot of help. All the actors and everybody that came out for the shoot, and Dave Chilian doing, you know, a lot of the makeup with me, and you know, and the guys at the blank stage came up, and we had a great zombie night, you know, and it was very fun and very cool. But you know, since that night, we've shot 4 times since then, and added a lot of footage.
This is me in here, pretty much. I just help out. With independent films, we all help each other out pretty much. We move lighting, I do makeup, I do a little acting, I criticize every once in a while, which is good because a good director should absorb stuff from other actors and get opinions instead of being closed-minded. But the best part of it, we all get along. We had fun doing it, and I think that's the best thing, chemistry. The film moved real well. It had great timing. We just had a great time doing it. We had a real good time doing it.
Here. People are chasing us out there.
This is my house.
Okay, all right.
This is my house. Calm down.
Wait. Son of a biscuit!
What's your
What
mouth?
the hell's going on here? Who are you people?
There's something going on out there, man.
Dude, man. Look.
Same
They got some
creatures
crazy
I
looking creatures out there, man.
All I gotta say is there's some dead corpse trying to eat my girlfriend's brains.
What the hell are you talking about?
Everybody, I'm not kidding you. Close the freaking door. Let's make a beeline for the road.
Damn door's closed. Calm down.
Come on, we gotta get out of here now.
Alright, we gotta come in here pretty soon.
I don't even know.
Yeah, mine's just Melvin haywire.
Chaos.
I'm sorry.
Chaos.
Everybody coming in and do the whole thing, you know. It would be like a lot.
We haven't really rehearsed.
What was that? Son of a biscuit.
What's your big goals for this film?
No big goals. Just I don't know, who knows? Maybe it'll be a cult classic one day. You know, maybe not. But it's my favorite one right now. Yeah. I wasn't real hip in the zombie thing at first, but now that I've got my fingers dirty, got my hands dirty and bloody,
All
I
right.
kind of like the zombie thing. It's fun. Action.
Get away from that door!
Lock the door. Lock the door. Wait. I thought I told you. Why you hold the door? The door out. All right. We're fine. Everybody's. Oh my God! No, you. Get out of here, man. You son of a bitch! She's dead! What are you doing? No!
Cut.
No!
Cut.
You're biting my arm!
Okay, put the arm up.
I bite on this first.
Yeah, bite on it and get it real.
Let me get a punch in first.
Okay. Yeah, you get a punch in first.
You son of a bitch! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Cut. You need to get a lot real frothy in your mouth.
Draw blood. Draw real blood.
Good direction.
100% real, buddy.
Okay, now. I get some blood. Cut. I didn't see anything. Put your knee in the way. Yeah, give him another blow.
Am I still shot?
Action.
Well, I'm trying to think. So here's one of the scenes that were added later on. You know. And we ad-libbed that one, but we had more time to work with it. On the original shooting, it was like just go, you know, and we only had one chance, you know. We didn't even like really practice the lines. We just went with it, you know. But it turned out all right. It turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to, you know. I was pretty surprised by, you know, when you're watching and you're like, yeah, it's pretty good. I think Ron did a good job with the editing. So it's cool how it goes between inside of the place to the outside zombies and stuff like that.
Okay. Shooting in black and white, did that make a big difference on how you approach the makeup?
Yeah, the black and white, the different lighting and stuff, I guess. The closeness of the shot, depending on the shot, I guess. But a big difference. I like black and white, but it'd be nice to get back to a color film again. You know what I mean? I like the color of blood and the just different colors you can use too. But black and white is clean and crisp looking too, and it worked out for this Night of the Hungry Dead. We wanted something campy, something old, something from the 50s. And that's what worked out well. We just did it as a weekend thing, and it turned into be a pretty nice film.
Okay.
Calm down. Just calm down.
But haven't you seen it? They all die in the end. Everybody dies.
Don't believe what you see in a movie.
But there's zombies out on the porch.
Calm down. Have some cider.
How about a feature-length version of this film?
I don't know about that. I think the audience can only take so much zombie. So many of them. I think 30 minutes is probably going to be, you know, all that they can stand of these guys.
Oh, that's okay.
But I mean, Night of the Living Dead did it. But you know, it's not beyond the realms of reality. Or I'm not saying it's not impossible, but I'm just saying it's not highly probable right now.
Okay. Any last words you would like to tell?
I just hope that you enjoy Night of the Hungry Dead.
Okay.
Make a beeline for the road, you can outrun them, huh? They're slow. That's the trick, outrunning them. That's the trick, outrunning them. They're zombies, and they're coming for you.
Cool.
I was crazy. I was the crazy zombie. I went after everybody. That's what I did. Crazy zombie.
Did you ever see that movie Night of the Living Dead?
Calm down.
It's just like that movie. Nobody.